Welcome into the first postseason NBA show with the OG crew. And we got some good games to talk about. It's always good to be here with the fellas. I'll go around the horn. I know everybody's excited. Look at the smile on Wham face. We got some good ones today, Wham Bam. How you feeling today? How's NBA been treating you?
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I can't say the same thing for my son right now. I ain't gonna lie. He's going great. That's why I started laughing because you threw it right to me. I'm like, here we go. But nah, you know what? Narratives are big right now. The chat is booming. Shout out to Raul. Shout out to Angel. Shout out to Luis. Shout out to Tasha Queen. We appreciate you. You already know it's love. Shout out to Babano, Dutch, and my son again. You know what I'm saying? He got to make sure he get his shout out. But nah, man, I'm feeling good, bro. I can't wait, bro.
Dutchy, I see that. I see the hat. I see what time it is today. How you feeling today?
The NBA is a hell of a drug. And you're looking at the plugs. Yeah, man. And everywhere I go, the marijuana follow. So be sure to hit that motherfucking like button like I'm hitting this playing a Boston Tea Party. Get you right where you need to be. Believe it. Man, hey, I can't lie. Like I tweeted out this morning, I felt like it's a motherfucking holiday. Kid on Christmas, bright and early, waking up all happy and shit, smiley face, wifey talking about, why you in a good mood? Oh, you didn't know? Hey, it's the motherfucking NBA playoffs. The shit matters. The shit does matter. We could put some actual, real, man, I'm gonna be confident with my bets a little bit more. This Bobano said it's been hard to watch the last couple of weeks of the NBA prior to the show. It's been hard to bet the motherfucking NBA for goddamn near a month now for me. So I'm feeling confident. I'm ready to rock and roll. I believe we have not only money to be made today, but we'll talk about some money to be made on a motherfucking Wednesday as well. So I'm excited, ready to rock and fucking roll, and ready to break bread with the fellas.
Babano, I know you're excited about the playoffs as well. How you doing?
Yeah, we are. I mean, I'm just so thankful the regular season's over. Now we got players that care. There's nobody sitting out. If you're even a little bit banged up, there's still a good chance you're going to play because seasons are on the line now. The games matter. This is what we love this time of year here in the NBA. And here on this show today, we're all excited. We're all happy. We're going to be like Little Wham just now a moment ago. We're going to bring the motherfucking ruckus, Wu-Tang style.
I love it. All right, let's get it started then. We got two today. Um, we'll start off with Lakers and Pelicans.
Yeah.
Opened up Pelicans -1. Hasn't really moved. I'm seeing ones everywhere. Total though. Total's dropped 3.5 points, looking like 224.5. AD probable, AD questionable, Reddish questionable, Vandal and Wood are out. AD did say he was going to be playing in this game, even though he's still listed as questionable. So I would expect him to. And I would assume once both he and LeBron are rolled in, this line could potentially flip. So with that in mind, I'm going to come to you first here, Dutch. And I want to ask you, Pelicans, everybody loves your opinion on the Pelicans. They facing my Lakers. Eh, Is there any way you can make money with the Pelicanos here?
Man, oh man, we start off with this motherfucker right here. This one is tough to me. I will say. I think you can make a case for both sides. They just did this not too long ago, a couple nights ago, in New Orleans. LeBron fucked around and got a triple double, pretty nice one too. 17 motherfucking assists. God damn, 11 rebounds, I believe 27 points. LBJ did his thing, had like 13 assists in one half. I like that. I like that LBJ a lot. I do. I will say I like the facilitator LBJ and let D'Lo kind of just do his thing. I kind of like that. What I do not like is 8D's hobbling ass once again. I mean, come on, man. Last time we talked LA, I believe this motherfucker was on his period and missed the game because he had a motherfucking headache. So I'm going to the window with the Lakers. All I can think about is that. So absolutely fucking not will I be betting the LA Lakers today because I can't get that thought out of my head. And now he's questionable. Oh, I think it wasn't the bet. Whatever the fuck he said. He's too scared to even call the dirty play. He kind of beat it around the bush about that with Larry Nance. God damn, AD. You supposed to be the bad motherfucker. Act like it. God damn it. So when it comes down to it, I mean, you could talk about OKC. We could talk about it. We talked about it on Medicaid Monday yesterday. I mean, should the Lakers lose this game? Should they lose this game? Do they really want to see Big Bro? They want to see Big Bro in the first round? I don't think so. If they win this, they're going straight to Denver, and it might be 4 again. And I know what they're going to say. I know what you Laker fans are going to say. You delusional motherfuckers, you. We're in every game. We were in every game. Bro, y'all got swept, man. So your rebuttal to that is it was a close sweep. I mean, come on, man. You lose 4 in a row. And what have we seen this year? What have we seen this year? Oh, it's going to be the Lakers' time. It's their time to beat the Nuggets. What happens every fucking time? They get punked. So at the end of the day, I don't understand why they would want to sign up for that shit. So if I am the LA Lakers and if I am Darvin Ham, he's half of the head coach of this team, and I would talk to the other head coach, LBJ, and say, why don't we just take this one off, let AD's fucking hurt ass sit down and get the night off, and then go play the Warriors and to place OKC. To me, that is a better situation than going to play the Denver Nuggets. So saying all that, it's Pelicanos or nothing for me. But I'm not lying. I'm in church on this one. I didn't place a bet on this basketball game. I got one bet today. And if I had to place a bet on this game, it would be the Pelicanos. It's going to be tough to go back in there and beat them again. You got BI, second game back. Expect him to be a little bit better. Says the minutes will increase. Obviously, you have him going against LA, AD going against New Orleans. I mean, the Lakers have been big bro to these boys of late. They beat them 5 out of the last 6 times. And as I said just a couple of days ago. So strong lean to the Pelicanos. But hey, man, I don't know what the Lakers are really going to do. I really don't. Do they really want to sign up for that ass whooping again, Skee?
I'll say I agree with your point of the road is easier if they were to lose this game, and then they win the next game potentially and face the Thunder and et cetera, et cetera. I do think that road is a little bit easier. Do I think they're going to come out and not try in this game? I don't think so.
It's hard
Do
to
I
say
think
that. I agree.
do I think they'll give max effort? No, I still don't think they'll give max effort. So it's interesting to me for sure. But Bano, I want to hear from you. What side you rolling with? Is it Lakers or Pelicans?
He gonna do me last for a reason.
Yeah, I actually like the Lakers here, believe it or not.
Oh, shit.
A little bit.
Say that again, please.
So, I look at this and, it's a situation where did you say WAM just now?
No, you.
No, me. Okay. I wanted to make sure. Okay. There we go. I thought I heard Bobano. Okay. Yeah, I like the Lakers here. I agree with everything that was said, though, just now. Like, we'll see. I think Anthony Davis is going to play. There is that thought that if they play Denver, that's going to be very difficult, damn near impossible, according to some people. And then if they lose tonight and then they beat the Warriors or the Kings in the play-in game, which is going to be a single game elimination. That one becomes a single elimination game. They win that. They play the Thunder, a young Thunder team that even though they're the number 1 West seed, everyone thinks they could be vulnerable. A lot of youth. And even as great as SGA is, my guy, he hasn't been in the playoffs before, and defense usually ramps up a little bit. Will they be able to deal with the veteran savvy of the Lakers? I get all of that, but I can't get over the matchup dominance that we have seen from the Lakers this year over the Pelicans. I mean, there's been a bad matchup for New Orleans. I mean, it's been just the blowout wins twice for the Lakers this season. They've really had no answers. They haven't been good in terms of containing the perimeter. And it leads to one of the props I like as well, which I'll mention too. And then on the flip side, you look at the Pelicans team. Ingram is back, but they're trying to work him back in. We look at their offense. It's been very good. I don't think this team's played at the good enough level defensively here down the stretch in this of this season. And so I look at this, and there's that conspiracy theory mindset that we want to get out of playing Denver. But you also have to realize on a team that's got LeBron James and Anthony Davis fucking on the injury report every single night, it seems, all season long. You know what that means? You have to play another game. And you're going to have to turn around and play a game 1 against a very young, hungry OKC team if you win that, and turn around from Friday to Sunday and play game 1 for an older team. Whereas if you win tonight, all of a sudden LeBron and AD are going to get almost a full week of rest, punch that playoff ticket, and they're going to, I think, be better early in the series in a game 1 or a game 2. should they win tonight, because they're going to have those extra days rest. Extra days rest matter to LeBron James right now at this stage of his career. You can't tell me right now that on Sunday game 1 against OKC that he'd play better if he had to go through the ringer Friday night against a Golden State or Sacramento and didn't win tonight, as opposed to winning tonight and having those 4 days off instead. That's going to mean better LeBron in game 1 of the first round and better chance for the Lakers, as far as I'm concerned. So, like I said, I think when I look at it, I'm not totally buying in that the Lakers are taking a dive tonight so they can play the Denver. Now, what if they lose tonight and you're risking missing the playoffs altogether? Because there's just this assumption that the Lakers want to avoid Denver, lose tonight, that they're going to win. It's fait accompli against Golden State or Sacramento in a couple of days. They're going to win that game, no doubt. It doesn't always work that way. If you play Sacramento, that's still a team with De'Aaron Fox on it that can beat you. If you play Golden State, that's a championship pedigree basketball team. So from that standpoint, yeah, ultimately you don't want to play Denver, but you lose tonight, you're playing Russian roulette with your damn season. And you could still miss entirely, because I don't think Golden State or Sacramento is a slam dunk for the Lakers, if they have to play that extra game. So I look at it as, I think the Lakers have played well against the Pelicans. They can get the job done here tonight. I'm going to grab the 1.5. I also like the over in this game, 224.5. I mean, it's been an over series history. I don't really trust either team on the defensive end of the floor. So Lakers and over for me. And a prop that I really like on the Lakers side, D'Angelo Russell over 16.5 points for the Lakers. He's actually really gone over this number quite a bit lately. He's averaging close to 20 points per game the last few weeks. And I think when you look at the way he's played against the Pelicans, they haven't done the best job defensively against D'Angelo Russell. So I like that prop in particular as well.
Great stuff from Ian. Wham Bam. Yes, I'm sliding to you last here. Lakers versus Pels. Lakers getting it done tonight, or will they have to play another playing game?
Man, Babano laid it out perfect for you guys. I mean, it's why would they do it? I mean, a lot of people argument is that the Lakers, not that they're not the better team, is that they rather avoid the Nuggets. Like,
they do want to avoid Denver, but people acting Wham like it's a free win for them Friday night against Golden State and Sacramento. Free win. Just take the court and win.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that is just crazy. And then on top of that, you said it too, Babano, like, this is a terrible matchup. Now, on paper, it isn't. It isn't. Like, this is the number one 3-point shooting team over the last 5 games, going up against the team that's been giving up the most 3-point percentage to opponents. Is like 44%, and they're averaging 44% from 3. But you said it again, Babano, is recently, they've been holding it down 3 of the last 4 games, and one of these games were ref by Scott Foster. I know a lot of people talking about Scott Foster in the chat. I mean, he's been missing. He hasn't been answering my calls, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Me and Scott ain't been really having the best relationship so far this season. But I think he's trying to get back in my good gracious, because the last time he ref this matchup, it was 2 days before my birthday. We know what it was. It was the in-season tournament where Zion and Willie Green said the price was a little too light for him. It was a little too bright for him here. Now they're saying that Zion is back in his form and he's doing it up. Y'all remember, I was on this show. I was talking all that good Zion talk. I was here with the New Orleans Pelicans. I was sipping the Kool-Aid, bro. I was sipping the Kool-Aid. So this is a turn of events for me, not only just for the Pelicans here. I think that LeBron James and all them boys are ready here. I think Anthony Davis will play in this game, of course. And Rui Hachimura is now starting in this lineup. I think that's going to be the difference between this year playoff team with the Lakers and last year playoff team with the Lakers. And on top of that, we do got Gabe Vincent somehow. I don't know what he's going to bring, but I think he's going to bring something on the defensive side, because we know we really can't trust a lot of the other defenders here. It's probably like Austin Reeves. We're going to have to defend on him. So hopefully we get Vanderbilt back sooner or later, man, within this first round. But I believe that the Lakers will be playing the Nuggets. And I did take the Lakers here at -120. Obviously, I didn't get the best of the line. So there is a +105 that I will endorse for right now, available right now on Bookmaker. Lakers all the way, man. It's not a fucking question. They put Scott Foster out there for a reason. Yeah, he gave y'all the goods last time. Lakers hold these boys to 89 points in that game. So I don't think they're going to shoot that many threes like they is. And if they are, it's going to come out in the first quarter. If you like the Pelicans, I will say this. Take them in the first quarter. Whoever win this first quarter is going to win the game, I believe. And I think the Pelicans, man, the first quarter is probably a live spot. Other than that, it's Lakers all the way. I think LeBron James and them boys get the rest that Ian was saying. They get the rest that they need. Play them boys on Saturday. I don't think that they're going to win that first game, but it is going to be interesting to see how they defend Jamal Murray, try to make him an actual point guard. I think that's going to be the game plan for the Lakers. So not to think too far ahead, but the Lakers, I think they watched the Pelicans today.
I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. I would much rather the Lakers not win today. I would. And when I'm thinking about this game, it just feels pretty simple for me, betting wise. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. WAM said it. If you like the Pelicans, take them early. The first half has been money all season long. Pelicans are 64.1% in the first half at home as a favorite, the same deal. Off a loss, even better. And you look at the Lakers in the first half on the road, they're 15 and 24, 38.5%. So I think Pelicans really bring a great effort after getting blown out by this team recently. And the Lakers, I feel like they feel like they're better than this team, and it might take them a little longer to take the game serious. So I'll get in and get out with the Pelicans first half.
I like it. I like it.
There we go. That makes
Hey,
sense.
real quick,
Makes sense.
Darius Moore says, I'm hearing Nola and they don't want the Nuggets either. that's another way to look at it. I'm like, that shit's there. Hey, but no,
Nobody
that
wants the
first half though,
Nuggets.
it's been good money all year. So why not, right? Skee.
Yeah.
Exactly. If it ain't
I
broke,
don't
don't
get another
fix
chance to bet it again, though. Don't worry about it.
it. All right, we slide over to the next game of the night. And this one is one that we've seen quite often lately. Golden State and Sacramento. Warriors opened up as a 1-point favorite. They're now 3-point favorites. Total open 228.5 and is down 6 points, 222.5. Gary Payton Jr. is out. Malik Monk, Kevin Huerter, we know they're out. And I'll slide to you first here. Wham Bam. And I want to ask you, I have a feeling this is a prop game for you. I mean, we've seen these teams so many times. Is it going to be Kuminga? I know we've been getting Clay, not Clank. How you seeing this with Golden State and Sacramento?
Yeah, we've been definitely getting Clay. I mean, what's Clay's stats over the last few games? He's 25 points last game, 6 for 12 for 3 to end the last game, 19 points, 27, 32. I mean, we need that type of Clay effort for him tonight. I think that it's a Clay type of game for sure, and it's a Warriors type of spot. I don't really like a lot for the Kings, to be honest with you. If there is anything that I am thinking about taking, is Keon Ellis, bro. I think I talked about him last time over the 1.5 threes. His point props, I believe, is at 8.5. Let me double check. I haven't took this yet, but I believe it's at 9.5. It's at 9.5. He kind of been getting edged into this rotation since they don't have Malik Monk, and he's been knocking down threes, bro. So as far as his threes, I think his 3-point prop is pretty juiced at the 1.5. So I would only go points with the 9.5 with Keon Ellis if I like anything with the Kings. Other than that, don't think nothing of it, bro. I think that this is the reason why I got a cold narrative with the reason why I don't believe that the Nuggets. I think the Nuggets is over with, bro. They don't want the Nuggets to win no more because now we got KD healthy, we got Steph healthy, we got LeBron healthy. I'm sorry, y'all. We could sell a great product for the NBA now. You know what I'm saying? We can see what it is right here, and I think that is alluding to the narrative that the Warriors win tonight. The Kings, man. I know it's sad to say, but they don't really care about y'all, the Kings, because now they have y'all abuser on the other side. I know Teddy says he's like these Sabonis under rebounds. Yeah, be probably getting stumped out again today against Draymond. You know what I'm saying? They don't really care. They got the abuser on the other side, and I think they're going to give him the rights to abuse tonight. And I think that the Warriors win. And yeah, I think they got a chance to win. I think Jonathan Kuminga has a great game. He goes over his point total as well. But as far as the Kings, the only person I like on their side, Obviously, they have De'Aaron Fox, so it should be a back and forth matchup. Obviously, the history between him and Steph, we know how that goes. Them being at home, I would expect him to have some type of good game here. But again, I only like Keon Ellis. I think that they're going to have to figure that out there. I like the way he's been showing up over the last few weeks for this Kings team. He's the only guy that I like on their side. Other than that, man, I'm only on this Warriors spot. That's the only thing that I took in this game pregame. After that, I would go Keon Ellis, and then I would go Clay. I think Clay has a double 20-plus point game today. So, yeah, I like the Warriors, though. Warriors money line is what I got in. I got in on that pretty good. I think it's at minus 130 when I got that. So right now at minus 145, I endorse that as well.
All right, good stuff. I'm gonna slide to Babano next on this game, and I'm curious what you think of this total. Honestly, first, I agree with the market taking it down. Sacramento has been playing better defense lately. They're missing some offensive firepower. I trust that Golden State can play defense too. Do you think the market moved in the right direction?
Yeah, you know what? Last year in the playoffs, because obviously they played each other in the first round, we saw a lot of unders, believe it or not, especially down the stretch of that series. This year, I know the last two games have gone over, but the first two stayed under, so it's kind of a split, 2-2 over under in the four regular season meetings this year. But if you look at Sacramento lately, they've been trending under, and why is that? Well, the offense hasn't been as good without Malik Monk in the lineup. That's why. They have just not been as efficient. They've not been able to get that extra punch. They've had to really rely on Murray and Sabonis and Fox for so much of the offense, and I think that's really hampered them at that end of the basketball court. Meanwhile, I don't think they're as bad defensively as we've seen at times in the Mike Brown era here with Sacramento. This is a team that's capable when they want to, of playing solid defense, and there's definitely Skee showing signs down the stretch of kind of playing that way, realizing that, if we're going to win games right now, we're missing some firepower, right now at the offensive end of the basketball court. So we better plan on D'ing up a little bit here if we're going to give ourselves, the best chance to win at this point in time. So, yeah, this one I'm not betting the total, but I'm not as bullish on the over like I am the first game when it comes to this one. I think there's a reason for the under move, and I think right now it's because Sacramento missing Monk. And look what they've done. I mean, they only scored 105 against OKC, 107 in a loss against Phoenix, 100 against Boston, 109 against New York. I mean, it has been a struggle in a lot of games for the Kings to break that 110 mark, as far as points. So, that's why I think the betting markets kind of see that too right now with Sacramento trending under. Their defense has been a little bit better, and they're just don't have that supporting cast firepower to help out Sabonis, Fox, and Murray right now with a guy like Malik Monk out. So I definitely see what people see in the under here. From a side perspective, this is the play for me. I'm out in Golden State. Sacramento is not a team I've been impressed with down the stretch. It's getting to the point now, like it's up to 3. This still has the chance to be a pretty close competitive game, and I think it will be. Like, I don't think Golden State's going to run away and blow this team out. So it will eventually get close to a point where I'd say lay off a little bit. But I bet this yesterday, and I think Golden State was still 2.5 at that time. So the money line was close to minus 135. It's gone up a little bit. And I think now, if you haven't bet it, I would say don't take Golden State minus 3. Take them the money line. Just be safe, because this could be a 3-point win for Golden State. It wouldn't shock me totally. I don't think they're blowing out Sacramento in Sacramento. I think it is going to be a competitive game. I just think Golden State will find a way. And as I talked about a moment ago, just that offensive struggle that it's been and a grind that it's been for them to get consistent offense lately for Sacramento might come back to bite them here if the game is close late. Whereas obviously with Golden State led by Steph Curry, Thompson, Kuminga, you've got multiple options that can beat you. So, there is a minus 140 at Heritage still out there. Some books have 45, 50 when it comes to the money line, but that's what I'm going to go with here. Golden State minus 145, minus 150 here on the money line.
I like it, Babano, and I have a feeling Dutch is too. This is your favorite team on the other side, but I know you're a fan of money even more. How you liking this game, Dutch?
Yeah, man, it's a Northern Cali thing. Hey, it's gonna be town business. Believe it. Believe it. Ain't no bigger thing in the Bay. There's a lot of big things in the Bay. Ain't nothing bigger than Frisco and the Golden State motherfucking Warriors. It'll be golden. Believe that. It's going. The Bay will be. It will definitely be the Warriors Golden State tonight. I think they like the motherfucking beam. I agree with Bobano and some of what he said, but I think he's a little scary with that 3. I think this one we see some people in the chat talking about the last game could be a blowout. I believe this game could be a blowout. I really do. And really what it comes down to is just move the ball, knock down perimeter shots. I mean, you don't want to go. It's going no Monk. They don't want the funk, man. Come on, man. Motherfucker had 21 last time against these boys. Now you ain't got no Herter. Had double digits in both of these basketball games. Not to mention the last 2 times, the total combined score has been 2 points win margin in both games. 1 point in each game. The Kings have won both of the previous 2 meetings. Previous 2 meetings, last being January 25th of this year, where Malik did have 21 in that game. I mean, it's just gonna come down to it, man. You're gonna miss these guys. They're light and they ain't got no D. I mean, they've literally 4-7 in the last 11 basketball games. Haven't even really been winning basketball games. Now it's gonna be playoff time. We know who's gonna flip the script. A team who's actually been playing some of their best basketball. I believe they're 25-12 since the All-Star break. 10-2 the last 12 in the last 12 basketball games. The Golden State Warriors. They're healthy. They're ready to rock and roll. We know what we get out of Kuminga. I mean, our boy Wham Bam been cleaning up off this dude all motherfucking year. I believe attack, knock down perimeter shots. They have absolutely nothing for them defensively. Sabonis cannot stop no one defensively. I believe he'll load up the stat sheet. But at the end of the day, the Warriors are just a better basketball team. Look for Chris Paul to really move this basketball. The Pelicans, look what the Pelicans do to Sacramento. That's all you got to fucking do. I mean, 5-0 this year against the Kings, and it hasn't been fucking close. So move the basketball, attack, and knock down perimeter shots. I would think that the Golden State Warriors could do that. And if they do that, ladies and gentlemen, this basketball game will not be close. I got the 2, but I think it's double digits, baby. Double motherfucking digits. It's Bay business. It's the Golden State Warriors. It's Steph Curry. They're cooking in Sacramento. Believe it.
Redemption, hopefully, for Golden State tonight after what happened last year. We'll see.
Dutch said it without saying it. I mean, it's levels to this shit. And Golden State is just on the. Nah, I don't think I heard you say it.
I think I said low. Yeah, shout out to the sweatshirt, man. I said it low. I was like, there's levels in no.
It wasn't how I was expecting. Maybe that's what it's absolutely levels to this shit. And Golden State, they're just on another level. They've showed it. And I'll say this. They've been in, I think, 11 elimination games. They've lost 3. 2 of those were versus LeBron James. One of them, Kevin Durant, and Clay got hurt. I mean, this is a team who has experience edge, the coaching edge, the best player on the court. They're healthy right now. They've been playing their best basketball versus a team who is the opposite. They're kind of falling apart or running out of gas without their extra guys towards the end of the year. So I like Golden State as well. And I don't even think it's really close. I really don't. So on that note, we'll move on over. We'll talk a little bit about Wednesday.
Run up them likes too. Run up them likes. My bad, Skee. But run up them likes, man. We done broke down these 2 games deep. Now we're going into Wednesday, so run up them likes.
Hit that like button. Let's go. Yeah.
It absolutely helps out the show if you guys can hit the like button for us. So appreciate that. We have Hawks and Bulls, and this one open -3 hasn't moved. Total went up like 2 points. I'm curious. Let me see if I can get to tomorrow's injury report here. And my thing is blanking out. But I want to come to you here, Babano. When I think about the Hawks, you know why I'm coming to you first. Can we get that bird call tomorrow, or is it Chicago Bulls?
I am tempted by the bird call, quite honestly, on this Wednesday play-in tournament matchup. Chicago is still a team I'm a little hesitant as far as laying points with. The last time these teams played 15 days ago here in Chicago, the Hawks won 113-101 in that game. Down the stretch, we saw the Bulls put up a resume which included losing to Atlanta, losing to Brooklyn. They did have a couple wins. They beat Minnesota on the road. So that was a pretty solid win there. And they did have a home win against the Knicks. Knicks were in a bit of a tough spot. They're still a little banged up too at that time. Just a little bit inconsistent. The one thing about Indiana or Atlanta, I know down the stretch, 6 straight losses to end the regular season. But again, it's kind of a team that was just, kind of playing out the string here down the stretch. This is a very tricky side for me. So it's not a strong opinion, but I figured this is in a coin flip game, in a game where there's not a lot of separation between these two teams, in a game where Atlanta showed you just recently they could go to the Windy City, beat the Chicago Bulls team. I definitely prefer taking 3 with Atlanta than laying 3 with Chicago. I like the over, though, even more here in this game. I think we'll see points scored. I know these two teams are middling as far as pace is concerned, but I think when you look at this stylistic matchup, it should be able for both teams on the offensive end, to have success in this matchup. Bulls went over the total 4 straight times to end the regular season. I think this definitely is a game where we can get up and over a number like 221. So right now for Wednesday, Atlanta and the over, if I'm betting the side and total in this one.
All right. Points I could definitely see. Dutch, I want to ask you. And my girl Casey says got to be Treyway. If it's the thing that's holding me up is I'm not sure how much these guys like each other anymore. I think that Trae Young is not going to be there next year. That makes me nervous when betting on them in this kind of a game. How are you seeing it, Dutch, Hawks, and Bulls?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Rick White in the building. My guy Gold Jew. I see you. Air Dog in the building. DeRozan is a dinosaur. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Like, I want to bet the Lakers Pelicans game, but I'm mixed on that one. But these basketball games, just because it's a playoff game, playing whatever the fuck you want to call it, every game does not have to be bet. Every game does not have to be bet. And in this situation, I'm not betting this motherfucking basketball game. I don't even want to talk about this motherfucker, man, because I like the other basketball game an awful lot. I don't know what's going on in Atlanta. Shout out to Murray. I told y'all motherfuckers a long time ago, Trae is not the motherfucking way. All right. And once they got Murray, I said, because he's a better basketball player. He's a better basketball player that does the same damn thing, just a little bit better, So maybe he don't shoot it like Trae, but he does everything else better than Trae. Believe that. And we'll see who Atlanta's choosing. So fuck that. Fuck this basketball game.
Hey, come through, Trae Young. Murray, stay your ass exactly where you at. We want nothing to do with Murray.
If you didn't have LeBron James, who would you want? Who would you want?
Trae Young.
You tripping. You tripping. You would want Trae Young over Murray if you didn't have LBJ.
I can't help but think about Trae Young, Anthony Davis pick and roll and how lethal that would be.
Yo, soft that sounds. All I can see right now is Kobe's little gift. Soft. That's it. That's the softest roll I've ever seen in my life. Hey, that shit might last 42 basketball games. Yeah, it sounds nice. Trae Young and AD. That shit will fucking fall over if you hit him. God damn it. Shit, you fucking kidding me. Let Bobano set a screen on that motherfucker. It's a wrap.
Well, Bam. Who would you take, Trae Young or DeJounte Murray? And what do you think about Hawks and Bulls?
Yeah, I'm definitely taking Trae Young. I just think about the shot making ability, and then you said it with the pick and roll there. Also, another reason why I say you should take the Lakers, they actually are going to get a swap from the Pelicans, so it's in their best interest to get them to have a worse seedings here. So them beating them is going to amplify them getting a better pick in the next draft. In this game, bro, yeah, man. I think DeMar DeRozan's daughter is going to be in the crowd, right? She's going to be yelling and screaming at the other. She's going to be yelling and screaming at the Hawks. And I think they should
try it.
Yeah, I think
they may need it. That might be their one chance to win. You never know.
Listen, man, I definitely will take any edge in this game. I think I'm going to be betting the Bulls here. I think they are going to win this game. And I think this is Trae Young's last game. I think this is one of his last games as a Hawk. I think the Hawks they're not going to win. It's just pretty much over here, I believe here. So I'm I'm not going to say this as official because I didn't bet this yet, but this is the only game that I'm like Dutch. I didn't want to put any money here just off jump, but I kind of want to confirm if his daughter going to be there. I think I'd rather take the money line. This is a game where I don't want to take the points, of course. I think this is going to be a tight game, of course. So I would rather take the money line with the Bulls just based off of I believe that they're the better team, and the Hawks probably have more incentive to lose than to win.
Fair enough. I think I will lean towards the Bulls for now, and I lean towards the over. That's how I'll go for now. Last game on the board for tomorrow: Heat and Sixers. This will be a good one. Sixers 5-point favorites, and total looks like 208 currently. Embiid is game time, but I'm assuming he'll be out there. For the Heat, Duncan Robinson is game time, but he's probable. Looks like Rozier is going to be out. Dutch, I think this is a game that I think you sounding like you liked a lot before the show. No, we didn't talk too long, but let the people know how you feel about Sixers and Heat.
Yeah, man, I do like this game. I think there's levels to this shit, and I think the Sixers
Oh,
are on another level than the Heat. I really do. And I know everyone, it's Spo time, and I know Spo's one hell of a coach. But I like the coach. I like the old Toronto coach. I think Nurkic is a solid coach, dude. I really do. I thought he was a good
Nick
high.
Nurkic.
Yeah, yeah. Well, how would the fuck you say his name? All right. I think I draw the blank on his name. I always kill
Nicky
his name.
Nurkic.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. This motherfucker from Toronto. He's a
Yeah.
solid coach,
There
right?
you go.
I think in the playoffs he gets the most out of his players. But let's not get it twisted, man. If Embiid is healthy, he's the best player on the court, and it's not even close. All right, Jimmy can talk all that shit he wants. He can talk all that shit, bro. And you did your thing, Jimmy. So you're gonna talk your shit. And really, what he did, we can't really say nothing. But I know damn well it sounds like a lot of talk to me. Yeah, I'll just be quite honest with you. I don't think this team is prepared to go up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Now let's not forget that they lose this game, they still can do their thing. Didn't they lose one of the playing games too when they made this crazy run? I believe they lost.
Yeah.
Was it to Chicago or Atlanta? They lost and then they won and then they went crazy, right? So we're going to see the same damn thing probably with Miami. So I'm not saying Miami's not going to be in the playoffs and they won't be playing. But when they don't want to see Philadelphia got what they needed back, and that was Joel Embiid. They have absolutely nothing for Maxey as well. I believe he has the green light. You free up Tobias Harris as being the third best player on the team, which is where you want to see him. He's not the 2, he's not the 1, he's the third best, which Tobias is a really, really nice third piece. I think you also have the edge of him going against Butler, all the talk. You took Tobias Harris over me. It's not going to be Tobias Harris, believe me. It's going to be because Joel beat Maxey, but Tobias Harris will do his part. I think they really benefited from not having Embiid in the lineup. I think everyone kind of has a little bit more confidence, and I personally just believe the coaching edge isn't that far, and the roster and the talent level is on another level for the Philadelphia 76ers. I believe we'll be seeing a lot of value out of this team in the playoffs, and they could beat anybody in the East as long as Joel Embiid stays healthy. So I like the Sixers an awful lot. The numbers climbing, and I think it's climbing for a reason. So get on it now. I think they handle business at the crib. Miami finds a way to get into the playoffs. But tomorrow night in Philly, I believe the Heat will be MIA.
Does sounding pretty confident in that one. Babano, do you feel the same? Will it be the 76ers with the win and cover tomorrow?
Maybe the win. I'm not at all sold on the cover, though. When I look at the Miami Heat, look, have they had a disjointed, inconsistent, up and down season? Yes, no question they have. But down the stretch, I saw a team that was starting to put things together, that had a more consistent lineup that they put out there most games down the stretch, that was able to, finish the season, with a decent run in them, including a win against the Knicks, solid 7-3 finish to the season. Signs of a team that's just trying to get their game back up and going again for the playoffs. And as we've seen multiple times in the past with the Eric Spoelstra, Jimmy Butler combination, sometimes all you need to do is give this team an entryway into a play-in tournament or an entryway into the playoffs, and you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. You know, that old saying. And that's sometimes what can happen here with Miami. Plus, when you factor in, and look, Joel Embiid makes the world of difference to this team. It's like you take Embiid off the team, they're a shell of what they are, the Sixers, and we expect him to play. He's got a severe motivation on his shoulders this year, especially now. Look, the thing is, too, with Embiid, and it scares me here because I do like the Miami side +5, but the excuses are over for him. You know, you've got a good team. You've had a great couple of years. Doc Rivers is gone now. He's not holding you down anymore. On paper, you've got a better coach now in Nick Nurse. So this is the time now. You got to step up and get the job done. And I think he's got that kind of a mindset coming into these playoffs. But I've still got to see it from Philadelphia with this lineup. I've still got to see it from them against a team with the pedigree and the mindset. And look, from Miami's perspective, you know, let's not forget how many of their great players stepped up for them during that great run to the finals last year. With all due respect, this is a team that's been through playoff wars and shown that ability. You know, when we get to April and we get to May, we can get great performances from not only Butler, but think about how Bam played in the playoffs. Think about how Caleb Martin played in the playoffs last year for the Miami Heat. Tremendous. You know, they may not get as far as they did past Boston and eventually into the finals against Denver if they don't have Caleb Martin. These are guys that know they've got the resume of a team that can collectively step up as a group in the postseason like they did last year. And now, of course, also, they finally come into this series with a healthy Tyler Hero at the point guard spot. And obviously that helps. And remember, this is a team that even in last year's run, they missed him for a good chunk of it. So, like I say, I think Philadelphia, I like their mentality. I think they're much better coached now. I think Embiid's got everything to play for here. And certainly, I think you could give them a slight edge maybe against the Heat. But this kind of track record, this kind of pedigree, this kind of culture from this team and this head coach, Eric Spoelstra, along with Jimmy Butler, is not something I'm looking to fade as a +5 underdog at this time of year. So I'm on Miami here plus the points.
All right, Wham Bam. You got one for the Heat, one for the Sixers so far. You'll be the tiebreaker for now. Which way you leaning?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to say that it has to be the 76ers, man. You said it, bro. It's just the team that gets another chance. Yeah, I think that's when you start to kick in the desperation of Eric Spoelstra here. But talent-wise, bench-wise, I'm just going to say the 76ers are a little bit more equipped, especially knowing that they aren't going to be without Terry Rozier that is just not got announced out. They may be thinking of the next game as well, with him not being able to practice today. So 76ers is going to be very interesting coming if they do win this game, because I think they are going to win this game. Line is actually telling us this is the biggest line for the play-in tournament so far. And they have a solid way of getting to the damn Eastern Conference Finals once they win this game. So I have a lot hoping into the 76ers team, because I think that they are going to come out the East, and it's going to start with dominance of an MVP. We've seen that he kind of took the route of getting healthy to do this type of run for the playoffs, and it's starting to pay off. I think it will pay off. It has to start off with tomorrow, though. So I like the Sixers. Very hard to take this 5. Very hard to take this 5. I'm only thinking about taking this as a live play. I think that Heat are going to be they're going to be competitive enough to be able to get a good enough number to make this even a better number in live situation here. So I think it's best to just stay away from the pregame number with the Sixers. Think about taking them live at a little bit more favorable spot here, because I think that Embiid is going to have his way up. And I think Triple J on the other side with James Jaquez is going to be a good prop to take in as well. I think that you kind of got to go that direction, even though you would, I think with Jokic they, and Bam is obviously going to be taking some of those minutes from bro. But I think James Jaquez showed us all year that he's going to be, pretty consistent, and they trust him. So I think that he's going to play pretty good But on the other side, it's just their bench is so crazy. Like now they have Reed on the bench. You know, they getting KJ Martin back. They getting Melton back. It's just that they got a lot of guys coming back. This is not the same 76ers team that we know them for. And honestly, this reminds me of the Lakers. The 76ers team, the way they set it up, it reminds me of how the Lakers made they run because they had a lot of guys coming back off of injury once they made that trade as well. So I think that the 76ers is going to make a run here, bro. And it starts in this game. So he got another opportunity. I think they're going to beat the winner of the Bulls. I think they're going to beat the Bulls in the next game. So I like the 76ers here.
Interesting and good points for both sides. I was I don't know. I've been back and forth on this game, but I'll say this: I think the Sixers. It is more important for them to win this one and get the rest for Joel Embiid, coming back off of that injury. So between that, me thinking that they are the better team, I'll lean with the Sixers for now. And knowing that the Heat, if they lose, they still have another chance. So it's all those things make me lean a little bit more towards the Sixers. That's how I'll view it for now.
If the Heat lose, I think they might be a good bet later in the week against Atlanta or Chicago. That's just the way I see it. The loser.
I agree.
Of that game. Yep.
I'm in agreement with that.
Yep.
So we'll be able to talk about that on Thursday, and we can also talk about some series bets or futures, however you want to look at it. But for today, I think we did a really good job. We will now move it on over to the best bet segment, and per usual, I'll go to my guy Wham Bam first. I'll ask you if there's anything that you would like to promote, and let us know your best bet for the show.
Now, I can't say the Lakers, man. Even though that's the first game that I'm going to win, I can't say the Lakers. I'm going to stick to the script, and I'm going to keep it as theme. My boy got the sweatshirt on. It's levels to this shit. And we're going to say that the Warriors are on the other level, man. I'm taking my guys shine there on that one. So I like the Warriors money line minus 140.
Levels to that right there. And next up, we go over to Babano. I think I'll ask you if there's anything you would like to promote as well, Babano. And I think your best bet is coming on Tuesday tonight. Let the people know.
It is. It is going to be tonight, and I am going with Golden State minus 145 against Sacramento. Redemption for last year. Better form down the stretch. Key cog offensively, obviously, for Sacramento missing. And to be quite honest with you, flat out, I did not like Sacramento's form at all down the stretch. I did not. I did not like some of the warning signs I saw from Sacramento. Some of these games where, there is a statement to be made, and they made a statement, a negative one. So put it all together, and I think Golden State wins this game. I'm not as confident in Golden State blowing out Sacramento as, say, Dutch is, but I do think they get the job done. But just to be a little safer, we're going money line instead of laying the points. Golden State minus 145. Best bet.
Nice work on that one, Babano. And I don't think there's ever been a time where we all just agree and give everybody the same best bet. I was gonna say, I'll try to give somebody something different, but nah, it's levels to this shit. We're gonna go with Golden State on the money line, and I don't even think it's close. You might not even need to take the money line. You could probably take them -3, but Golden State gets the job done tonight. That's what I'm rolling with. Is my best bet.
We're a
Dutch.
crew, guys. We're a team. We're a family. If we eat shit on this one, we eat shit together. At least. Yeah.
Dutchy. I have a feeling you'll be feeling the same, but if there's anything you would like to promote, let the people know, and also let them know what the freshest look of the day is.
Yeah, man. Check it out. Check it out. The Sash Medicaid Mondays. It's a beautiful thing over at Pub Sports Radio. Go to my @DutchBoyFresh on Twitter. Give me a follow and check it out. Check it out. Show some motherfucking love. Freshest look. Hey, man, we gotta stay in NorCal. It is what it is. I can give you a play for tomorrow, but money to be made tonight in this fucking Dub Nation. Believe it. It's Bay business and it's town business. San Francisco, stand the fuck up. Golden State handles business in Sacktown. Believe it. -2.5, -115. BetMGM. Get that money, man. Get that money. All y'all real ones, be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Stay fresh. Stay blessed. Y'all stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.